Happy fall! It's me, Miss Heather. I'm here to go over your October 4-H newsletter. To start with, we have the Hay and Pumpkin Art Contest. This contest is going on now until October the 23rd. So carve out some time to be creative and share your pumpkin or hay design with us. This contest is open to all ages. Submit a photo of your creation by noon on October 23rd to nicole.walters@uga.edu. For more details, please see the Hay and Pumpkin Art Contest flyer or call the office at 478-994-7014. We also have the Tractor Supply Clover Sale. You can support Monroe County 4-H by visiting Tractor Supply in Forsyth on East Main Street. Tractor Supply will be selling 4-H paper clovers October 7th through the 18th. All proceeds will go to support Monroe County 4-H. October Community Service Project. Write a thank you message to first responders for the sacrifice they make when they have to work during the holidays and can't be home with their families. These messages will be printed and delivered to local first responders in Monroe County. You can find this under your classwork, and it is due November the 10th. What time is it? Poinsettia time. Our annual poinsettia sale has started. The 4-H'er with the most sales wins Beats portable speaker. Make your home, office, church, or classroom more decorative with a large $20 or medium $15 size poinsettia. We have red, white, and pink colors available. Get your orders in by November the 20th and pick up by December the 3rd or the 4th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Monroe County 4-H office. And October's spotlight goes to Jeremiah Head, Cohen Talton, Lola Talton, and Jaden White for their participation in the Georgia National Fair livestock shows. We wish you all the best of luck. Now let's get started on our October lesson. We're going to talk about climate and how it changes. Climate is the long-term average condition of temperature, precipitations, winds, and clouds in the area. Let's take a closer look. Temperature is an important part of climate and is influenced primarily by latitude, altitude, proximity to large bodies of water, and ocean currents. Temperatures are warmer the closer you are to the equator and cooler the closer you are to the poles. Temperatures also drop off at higher elevations. Ultimately, temperature in an area depends on the amount of sun's energy reaching the surface of that area. The amount of solar energy in a given area is greater at the equator than in the equal amount of area at the poles, which means the equator temperatures are warmer than the poles. One way that the world's ocean affects weather and climate is by playing an important role in keeping our planet warm. The majority of radiation from the sun is absorbed by the ocean, particularly in tropical waters around the equator, where the ocean acts like a massive heat-retaining solar panel. Land areas also absorb some sunlight, and the atmosphere helps to retain the heat that would otherwise quickly radiate into space after sunset. The ocean doesn't just store solar radiation, it also helps to distribute heat around the globe. When water molecules are heated, they exchange freely with the air in the process called evaporation. Ocean waters is constantly evaporating, increasing the temperature and humidity of the surrounding air to form rain and storms that are then carried by trade winds. In fact, almost all rain that falls on land starts off the ocean. The tropics are particularly rainy during the heat absorption, and thus ocean evaporation is highest in this area. Inland areas do not have this moderation and thus has more extreme temperature changes during the seasons. We call this continental climate. Most coastal areas have mild climates with relatively mild winters and cool summers. We call this marine climate. Large bodies of water will moderate the temperatures of nearby land, preventing extreme cold and hot weather. Water heats up and cools down more slowly than land. Ocean currents can affect marine climates by bringing tropical water or cold polar water near land. Continental climates are not directly affected by ocean currents. Precipitation. The main factors that affect precipitation are prevailing winds, the presence of mountains, and seasonal winds. Prevailing winds are winds that constantly blow from a single general direction over a particular point of the Earth's surface. Notice on this slide that the wind is going up one side of the mountain and down the other side. As moist wind moves up a mountain, it cools, which forces it to precipitate. The precipitation always occurs on the side of the mountain that the wind hits first, called the windward side. Notice here how the different directions of the winds is occurring. Seasonal winds change in directions during different seasons and can cause heavy precipitation known as monsoons. The seasons. While climate is the average of the weather conditions in a region, these conditions can change throughout the year. Most places outside of the tropics have 4 seasons, like we do. The seasons are caused by the 23.5 degree tilt in the Earth's axis. Did you know when it's summer in the northern hemisphere, it's winter in the south, and vice versa? In January, it's winter in the U.S. and summer in Argentina. Scientists classify climate regions based on temperature and precipitation. There are 5 main climate regions. Tropical rainy, always hot, humid, and rainy. Dry, little precipitation, hot. Polar, below 50 degrees Fahrenheit during summer, short summers, and long winters. Highlands, cooler and wetter than nearby lowlands. And then temperate, above 50 degrees Fahrenheit during summers and below 20 degrees Fahrenheit in the winters. Over the past millions of years, the Earth has alternated between warm periods and ice ages. Ice ages can last over 100,000 years, and the last one was a little over 10,000 years ago. The gradual increase of temperature in the Earth's atmosphere is known as global warming. Increasing quantities of greenhouse gases trap more of the sun's radiation. First, sunlight passes through the atmosphere and warms the Earth. Then, infrared radiation is given off by the Earth. Then, most escape outer space, allowing Earth to cool. But some infrared radiation is trapped by gases in the air, keeping the Earth warm enough to sustain life. Increasing levels of CO2 increase the amount of heat retained, causing the atmosphere and Earth's surface to heat up. Here are the effects of continuous warming of the Earth that can and already has resulted in changing rain and snow patterns, changes in animals' migration and life cycles, less snow and ice, stronger storms, higher temperatures and more heat waves, more droughts and wildfires, thawing permafrost, damaged corals, rising sea levels, warmer oceans, and changes in plant life cycles.